Hey guys, how's it going? It's Flux here. Welcome back to Fluxburgh. We're here again on the new island with our interchange still a work in progress, and of course our awesome new golf course over here that is at least fully laid out now. We've got all of our holes out here now, all 9, and everything's kind of good to go and ready to begin work on the actual country club itself. So I think today what we're going to do is we're going to take some time here at the beginning to lay out the basic idea behind the country club. So some parking, you know, maybe like a little drop-off or pickup lane, and, you know, the pool, the tennis courts, all that good stuff, maybe in the clubhouse, all that stuff, and get all that done now. And then the end of the episode should be a little time-lapse of us just kind of like doing the details and all the good detail work for the rest of this big golf course here. I want to have plenty of really nice looking, you know, guardrails and things along the outside over here, some nice flowers and some nice really well groomed foliage. I want to have everything look like an actual golf course, so that's the idea there. But why don't we start off here with this, and I know I kind of mentioned that I was just going to be designing the basic layout of this and then going back to the road again, but it kind of just like, I don't really want to stop in the middle of working on this. I want to have this thing done before I keep working on everything else, so yeah, that's why I'm doing this. I don't know, it seems kind of weird, but I guess it makes sense to me. I just want to keep working on everything and finish things before I start new things, I guess. But anyway, so what I'm thinking here is we may have to cut this out a little tiny bit and possibly have a bit of a loop around for our highway system here. But I want to make sure we have plenty of room to work with for the country club, and we can fit everything we want to have up here. So I'm going to go ahead and just actually draw this out further than we need just to start, so we can have plenty of room to work with, and we can go back if we need to and cut stuff out depending on how much we actually use. But let's go ahead and just get rid of these trees real quick. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so I have a few assets to use here. I think the first one was the swimming pools and the where did it go? Swimming pool here, and then the tennis courts. Here we go. Wow, these are pretty big, so we'll keep that in mind. These could go out this way, though. That's kind of a cool spot for these. Actually, that's a really cool spot. Why don't we do that? So let's see if we can figure out exactly where the road's going to need to go so we can have this go right up against this ledge over here. How about we just draw this out a little bit with something. I'll just use these nice little tree-lined roads here. In fact, why don't we make this all like a one-way street so it's like a big loop? Or how about this? We'll have this part be the two-way when we come in. So I'm just going to draw it about here. And we'll try to... Okay, it's not far enough away. A bit further back. How about that? How is that going to be? Alright, that's perfect. Okay. So there is our... Wow, that's a really cool looking tennis court. Look at how nice that looks. Nice little club area down this way. It's pretty cool. That's really nice, actually. I really love this asset. And then, let's see, for the pool, I was kind of imagining it going more like right here, but it's a pretty big one, I think. Yeah, it's pretty big. We may need some more room. Let me see if I can fit this here. If we do some terrain manipulation around here. Let me just try and expand this a tiny bit first. Actually, we could do a 45 right here. And then what we could do is we could have a connection with the pedestrian path. Let's see if we can draw this out here. Oh, we can go this way, but not anywhere else. Actually, this could work, though. Let me just see what direction this pool's going to try and fit in. Okay, there's the orientation. So, kind of hard to... Ooh, you know what? We could actually get rid of this pedestrian path and make it work, right? Yeah, that is probably the best we're going to get. Oh, it's actually really nice. I like that. It kind of fits in the way I was imagining. Okay, good with that. So maybe not going to have a one-way street then after all. That's fine, though. Don't mind this at all. Okay, so we're getting a bit close now to the first hole. You know, on second thought, let me try something different real quick. Let me try, well, I might have just messed this up. Hang on. I don't know if we can actually get this to redraw now and fit in here. I'll try drawing back this and then deleting that country club and replacing it. Actually, while we're at it, I might as well just make it a bit further back. So we'll go down to like there. Awesome. Delete that. Put the country club back. Alright, so there's the new location for that. Awesome. We do have some basketball courts we can put down as well, so don't forget about that. Also a baseball diamond. I don't really think a baseball diamond belongs in a place like this, though. I don't know, that doesn't really seem very right. But we can definitely try and get our pool in here. And actually, this is kind of a good spot here. Hang on. Let's try this. If we could fit in a little pedestrian path here, that'd be optimal. Let's see if we can do that. Perfect. That is perfect. Awesome. Okay, so there's the pool. Here's our little tennis club area back this way. And then over here, we could have some basketball courts and things. And, actually, let's see. Yeah, this is good. Oh, this is really good because this has a little connection off this side too, doesn't it? Wow, that's really convenient. Okay. I will take that. And then, maybe we could have this come out to about here. Then have this go to like here. And throw down a few basketball courts. How about that? That looks pretty good. It's kind of a nice basketball court. Don't really like the way it's laid out though. Hang on. Let's see if we can do a better job of this real quick. Actually, this might look good. Did I get anything else? Court-wise? Like little... I don't think that I did, actually. Okay, so maybe this is the best we can do. Unless it's one of these, like, non-defined ones. We do have some public waterfronts and a nice little plaza. What is that? A pool. Oh, this is the nice little kiddie pool. That's a pretty small looking pool. But it looks really cool. Even though it's kind of a kiddie pool. I wonder if I can try and fit that over here somewhere. I think this would be actually a cool addition to this side. First of all, I'm going to try to do this, and we can have some nice little palm trees kind of surrounding it. So we'll go out like this far. Connect this here. Oops, that's not going to connect, is it? Hang on. I'll just go all the way. Oops. Go to like there. Okay, this is the best we're gonna get. Okay, I'm liking this now. So for things like the basketball court and the little kiddie pool area and all that stuff, we're probably gonna have to draw it with a different road and then delete the road afterwards, I'm guessing. It'll remove access from anything, so it's gonna probably get crime and stuff, but not a big deal. It'll just look like crime, even though it's not really actually crime. Or it's not a big deal, rather, I guess. Okay, so can we do a little turnaround here? Oh, we're so close. Come on. Are you serious? Man, that's really close, actually. Let's try and make it a bit closer to here. Wait, hang on. So there's 2 and 2. Perfect. There we go. So there's the turnaround. Here's the return. road goes off in this direction. Very, very nice. Very classy. Then I'm thinking we have this be our little connection point that takes us down to the golf course. There we go. So that's where you can take our nice... oops, that's going to cause some problems. This is where you can take the golf carts. Just get this going where I want it to. There we go. Now, can we fit the kiddie pool thing over here? We can. It kind of looks bad, though, I think. I don't know if this is a good spot for it. Ooh, what is... This might fit perfectly. Whoa, what is this? Ooh, that's kind of classy. This is the waterfront corner, though. I don't really want the corner piece. This is a... That's a right corner. That's a left corner. Where's the straight piece? Really? Did I not get the straight piece? Are you serious? I was pretty sure I got the straight piece. It might have been like, maybe it doesn't have a thumbnail or something. Hang on. Neighbors Farmers Market. Some fences. Oh, here we go. Public waterfront. That's what I thought. Okay. I figured I got the right pieces here. So the only thing is we can't really make it even. That's a little annoying, actually. Unless we do like one here. That just looks a lot to me like a really nice front like header piece for the country club. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I like it a lot. Although I think it's backwards. We should have the cement block on the other side. Yeah. But if we could do two of these, that would be awesome. Why don't we try and make this work real quick? Oops. God, why is that happening to me? Oh, or you know what we could also do that might work well. Hang on a minute, I got a better idea than that. Let's pull out these two as far as we need to. So I'll just go like one more for both of these real quick, and then I'll delete this. Alright, so we're going to use the... Hang on, which corner is it going to be? That's the real question. Is it the... yeah, the right corner here. Then we'll say... middle section. Ooh, that's going to be perfect. Right in the middle there. And then we'll do left corner. Perfect. That is awesome. Nice little centerpiece for our country club up here. Okay. And then, yeah, so for back here, I was thinking maybe some tennis courts or some, no, not tennis courts, the basketball courts. Right, right. Do we miss anything else, though, before we continue on? See, these are two parking lots, I think. Okay. That was the pool. Okay, so that was the pool. Here's the big parking garage, which is pretty cool. I could put that down later on. Okay, so yeah, for this pool, I really like how it looks, actually. It'd be kind of cool to use it, like, right over here, almost, I think would be a cool spot. What if we could get the path here set in just a way where we could have it sit right next to the pool? That would be kind of cool, I think. The only thing about this is that it's kind of like there's a wall in the way, so it seems kind of out of place. Well, actually, you know what? No, hang on. This is the better spot. If we can get this to work, this would be optimal. Let me see if I can get the right distance here to get it like right up next to the pool here. That's too... Oh, wow, that's going to work? Really? It's a little bit too close, though. But that's good, so we know where it is now. It needs to be 2. Okay. Yeah, it's still off then. Ah, it's perfect. There we go. That is it. So we'll put this here. The other side of the pool, delete that. And then we'll draw this little cement piece have it connect over here. Be nice if we had a little connection over here as well, but for some reason this doesn't want to connect straight, which is kind of annoying. It's really annoying, actually. I don't know why it's happening. Not much we can do about it either, unless we like draw a piece straight across like this. Actually, this might work the best. Yeah, we'll just do that. That's fine. Okay, cool. So a nice little patio area with some like kids' places to play. And actually, it almost looks like this is like a little connection back into the swim area. So there you go. Awesome. And I'll try and make this whole area look like it is kind of inclusive of this, so it's not like this like weird back alley kids playground. So you know, if we did like something here like that, then we have this kind of wrap around and have some tents back here. It's like a big area to have, you know, lots of parties hosted back here and all that stuff. So we could have, let me grab those tents again and we can see if those fit. This would be cool as well if we could get this to fit in a nice central place. Ooh. Ooh, that looks good. That looks really good right there, actually. That's perfect. Maybe some parking on the other side then to kind of balance all of this out, right? Is that what we need? Where's the parking garage that we have? I don't want the garage. I want the 4x4 parking. The fancy stuff. Let me see if I can level this out a bit more. There we go. Okay. Get a little bit more on here if we can. Awesome. I want to try and get some more parking on this side for sure. It's kind of hard to work with this side though. Unless we do like parking here and here too. Which actually, I don't know how this looks. I think it's okay. Yeah, that's alright. So we'll do one more little slot for parking over here on both sides. One like that, one like this. Awesome. Okay. And then for this, maybe we can have a little walkway or something up here. Where did that go? Awesome. See if I can get like right up in here. So it looks like you're just going back into the parking lot again. There we go. That is awesome. Perfect. Okay. And then, yeah, the one last thing I want to worry about is just this little entry point. I think the way I want to do this is I want to go back a little bit. And then I want to have maybe like a little, yeah, 2-lane avenue kind of thing that comes out like this. So I'll have it just split right here. Wherever that split piece went. There we go. Perfect. That is perfect. Alright. I think I'm happy with that, how it is. That's our little country club spot. And then I'm just going to have this come down and meet back the rest of the area. So, oh right, and then we'll just do some little details here like we were working on before. Can grab some of these little nice little tents and things. Oop, that's actually in this. We were right the first time. Grab the tents and we'll throw some of these down. I'll leave that there because I'm going to come back there and probably do some terraforming in a minute on that section. We'll have some nice places to sit up here. Nice view of the sea. Like honestly, actually a really good view of the sea. That's awesome. And then maybe even honestly we could have some more of that up here too. Like it fits. If we do like some nice places to sit over here. We'll have a tent as well. Back this way. One more of these like that. Awesome. That is cool. So then I'll fill all this up with trees and things here in a minute, and then we'll make this whole area look like a nice, awesome, cool golfing place with like, you know, nicely fresh groomed foliage and flowers and stuff, maybe some tents and things, some break places around here. And then I'm going to also kind of trim up and shape up this little side of the mountain over here on this side as well. And that way we'll have a nice clean looking, I don't know, country club area up here, which is definitely something I was looking forward to making, so I'm glad we got to make this work. I really haven't seen a whole lot of full 9 holes golf courses yet in this game, so I'm kind of excited to finally have this in our city to add to that. And then, yeah, and then once we finish this, we can finally start on, again, the infrastructure and everything now that we finished up this golf course. So next episode, we can get on to doing all that stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go into a time-lapse now, and we'll work on the rest of this golf course. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.